Welcome in. I want to talk about this huge energy we have coming up here. I haven't been on here in a while, and my guide said, let's come on here and prepare everybody because this is a huge event. It hasn't happened for 80 years, so this is big. April 20th is the day Uranus goes in alignment with Jupiter, and this is the start of pretty much everything new that we have. It's like moving from the earth to the moon. Like everything's going to be new. So in order for new to happen, things are going to be wiped out. So this is a 20-year way, right? So it's 20 years moving into something, but I do see major change coming up April and May. I'm filming this right now today, I think April 17th. So we have April 20th in a couple of more days, and this is going to be the new, I'm actually excited. I think it feels like, because Taurus, I'm a Taurus, so I know all about Taurus. Taurus brings things into reality, loves beauty, luxury, and it's tangible, it's money. And then we have Uranus coming in here that's about shock and surprises and craziness. And so I feel it's like this explosion of energy that's going to come to Earth. So we could literally see explosions. There could be explosive energy. This means volcano eruptions, earthquakes, things like that. I do see major Earth weather stuff happening, especially April, May. Well, even kind of moving into the summer. We're going to see a lot of flooding this year. We're going to see flooding in places that they grow food, like North Dakota, South Dakota, the Midwest. I also see the East Coast getting a lot of flooding and huge waves coming to Miami too. So heads up over there. Storms galore. We're going to have earthquakes in places that we've never ever seen earthquakes, just like we did recently in New York. The earth is going to come alive to purge out, to clear out the stuck energy, to clear out the toxic energy we've had forever. So the other thing that's going to happen during the next 20 years, but I see it starting off big with a bang right now, is the tear down of systems. This means government. United States is going to get it the worst. Karmically wise, we are going to really be torn apart. And I think that we're going to rise up another new United States. I see the Constitution being torn down, new Constitution. I don't necessarily know what it looks like. I do not see a president election because everything's going to be new. So this means we can't live the same way we've been living. So all systems, and think of it, we live in systems. That means school systems, that means money systems, that means government systems. All of those are being destroyed. So a new resurrection, a new way of being is going to be. I was just in the bank the other day, and I've been saying this for a while now, is that we're going to go to digital money. I don't think it's going to be Bitcoin. Everybody asks me about Bitcoin. I don't believe that. So when I say I do this, I feel it's going to be, yeah, I'm seeing digital. I feel like maybe one world. I don't know. I feel like the governments will do it. But my thing is what I think though, or what I feel is United States is going to be broken down to these different states, right? And like kind of like Florida and Texas could become one state. I don't see that. I see Texas being pulled out as their own. I see Florida being pulled as their own. And then I see each state kind of being governed, or maybe some states will come together and then they'll rise up to be, and this is where the United States isn't going to be ruled by one president anymore. So it's going to be more of the governors, just like it has been, but it's even going to get more extreme. Excuse me. There could be 2 to 3 different presidents. I don't know, on the different lands. This is going to be a fresh start of something new. So for order that to happen, things have to be broken down. And karmically, astrology wise, I do feel that the United States is going to be suffering the most. So that means money. Also shocking truths within Hollywood, shocking truths within, the elites and bad people that have been in sex trafficking. There's going to be a lot of shocking truths with that. And a lot of people are going to be amazed, or even, wow, like what, that person did that. They may go even in hiding. You may not even seen them for a while, but the truth will be coming out. That's what the new world is all about. The new frequency is about, is the truth coming out. So we will see the truth. You can no longer hide anything. You will, if you hide if you try, it's going to come out in some way. Okay. And we're right now, especially right now, because we're in Mercury retrograde too. So we're in this Mercury retrograde is all about the truth and reflection coming out too, illumination coming out. And we're also in eclipse season. forgot about eclipse. Eclipse is huge. We just had this huge eclipse. Eclipse means things will be eclipsing out of our lives for the next 6 months to 18 months. That's a long time. This means people will leave the planet. This means pets will leave the planet. This means things in your life, could be relationships, jobs, things that no longer serve you. They're going to be leaving. Lots of endings to open up to new beginnings. Now with this eclipse season and with this big astrology event, April 20th, I do feel we're going to have a resurrection in a whole new way and a whole new world where the eclipse energy is going to even be more powerful than it's ever been before. So that means a lot of people are going to leave the planet. They're not going to want to be in this frequency. This is addictions, people with addicts or addictions that are a lower energy, lower frequency. Anybody that has been carrying around a lot of sickness or illness for a long time. This is also pets. And this is just people that this door opens up and they're like, yeah, I'm done with Earth. I don't really want to do this. I don't want to do this new high elevation. I don't want to do this new frequency because the frequency is going to be so high. Okay. It's going to be really high that it's going to feel like I can't ground. I can't like just relax. I can't. There's so much unknown. There's so much chaos. There's so much craziness that I can't deal with this. Okay. My guides told me, which I love this. My guides told me through the chaos, you find your clarity. Is that not the truth? That's always the catalyst to get us to change is move us to the next way. Now with this new energy. So I want you guys to think of pretty much dominoes coming down to the earth, destroying all the systems. So that is the government, that is the banking system, that is the structures of school systems. This is anything that we've been living in a system. This is also beliefs. This is also ways of doing. This is marriage. This is, everything here tangible on earth. If you hear it knocking, it's a bird. I have a bird every day that knocks on my window all day long. I've talked to him a couple times and yeah, he's back knocking. A lot of times too, because I am a medium, he will come through here and do that too. Oh, and if you're new to me, I am Vicki Miller, medium, psychic, energy healer for people and pets. I'm the author of the book, Manifest Anything You Want in 30 Days. Also an artist. If you see my goddesses behind, I do goddess retreats. I do all kinds of wonderful things to help you live your best life. So make sure you can check me out on my website, vicki-miller.com. Okay. Forgot to introduce myself. Just want to come on here though and really share. This is an exciting time to be here. If you are here right now and listening to me, you've chosen to be here. Exciting time. I'm excited to see how it's going to surface in the next 6 months. Excited to see how these new systems are going to come up in the school system. We've already been changing is what I see in the school systems. Let's talk about those first. Is our school system is so outdated. We've been using the same school system since the 1800s. Hello, our kids are so much more evolved now, so much more techie, and our technology is only going to continue to grow, as you already know this. So a lot of kids are overwhelmed too with energy, and the energy of school systems are really big. And so a lot of kids are just energetically feeling everything, and they can't be in that big system. So I do feel there's going to be more kids going online school, more homeschool kids, and also these schools that are going to pop up that are going to incorporate more of everyday living as we should be, because seriously, that unless you're an engineer or unless you're doing something that you need a certificate for, the traditional school system is not going to prepare you for an everyday life. It's much better to teach you how to listen to your intuition, how to heal yourself, how to work with your stress, how to grow your own food, doing all these things. And that's what I feel that the school systems will start incorporating and going toward. The other thing I feel within the school system, just like college, not everybody is a college kid, and colleges, we're going to start going to the wayside. There's going to be more technical schools, or even look at right now on how the schools right now are kids right now are making so much money just off social media. Amazes me. My son's one of these. He makes money off people watching him game. Don't get it, but that's, and a lot of money too, not just a little bit of money. He makes a lot of money doing that. But that's what I see is these different ways of being. So they have outgrown the traditional school system. We're going to continue to see this shift and change over the next 20 years too. Let's talk about money. Money is a monetary system. It's definitely going to be changing. I feel it's digital. We're already going digital. We already have Venmo, PayPal. I've been using digital for a long time. The cash, they've been trying to get us cashless. It's definitely going to be changing. I don't necessarily know what, but I was in the bank the other day and my guides told me, these aren't going to be around very much longer. No. And it wouldn't surprise me if it started in Taurus, which is May, because Taurus is about money and monetary systems and everything here, tangible in your hands. I'm a Taurus, so I know that's my birthday month. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to hear more about money and banking around that time in May 2024. Next thing, government. Government needs to go, as we all know. And if you don't realize this, no matter who the president is, they're just a face. There is somebody that above them, I believe the elites are the ones that do rule the world. And they're just little puppets. They're just out here like, this is who we, believe. It's already all rigged every year. Always rigged. And I don't see a president election this year. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because we'll be at war, because I do feel we have a heightened time of war going on, but it's going to be different war than it has in the past. It's going to be more civil war. China for sure. China already pretty much rules us. Look at TikTok. Look at all the things they're attracting us with, and look at all the brainwashing that China's already doing for us. Look at everybody's always on their phone. I was just out the other day watching this, and I'm one of these people too, because I work from my phone. So I'm in gratitude. We can work from our phone. I'm in gratitude. We can do this. But I was just out the other day and it was cracking me up because I was watching everybody at the pool. You're out at the pool, you should be chilling, you should be relaxing, you should be swimming, doing those things. Most people were like this the whole way. And they were even walking with their phone, and they were on their phone. It was just like, wow, we are such in a society, we don't know what to do without our phone. So, that's a way of brainwashing, right? And so I do feel the civil war is going to be coming, and I don't see a president election. I think it's going to be very interesting. There is a lot of political stuff. Politicians are my clients. Military is my clients. Celebrities are my clients. I have clients around the whole world in all different high things. I get to see from the backside too. I will tell you, it's all rigged. And, I think it's funny when it comes to parties because, everybody's like, well, my party, well, my party, well, my party. They're both the same. They're all in that political energy, and just some people get caught, some people don't. But I will tell you, we're going to be moving forth into being caught for sure, because the truth is going to come out. You're not going to be able to hide from anything. So truth is going to be out in all ways. Let's see here. Money, I did that. Yeah, let's talk work. Let's talk this new energy of manifesting. So we are going to see major time of quantum leaping. No longer is it, so I want you to think of this. We've all heard from day one, my parents were like, oh, well, back in my day, and yes, things always evolve and shift and change. Absolutely. But we are changing frequencies so fast, so fast that years, it used to take like 20 years to get a 1 year change, or sorry, 20 years. But now that 20 years is going to be cram-packed in 1 year. So we are going to see that fast of change in technology and everything in our life. So the old way of doing things, you're not going to be able to do that into the new world. It'd be like taking that old car that had the old radio and try to stuff it into the new electrical car. It's just not going to work. So this means that the way of doing things, as we know, it's already been online. Many people are doing things online as far as career-wise, but career's definitely going to be changing. And you cannot do anything that you did in the past now moving forward with this transit. It's all new. So it's all new structures, all new way of doing. You do not want to bring anything from the past into this new way. And the thing is the eclipse is going to pull that things from your life anyways to help you really open up. So think outside the box. Think about what you really love. It's about that getting into your heart space. No longer is the paradigms of the beliefs of what we were told when we were younger. This is how life is. We're now going to be able to decide, is this how my life resonates with? And with this, is this going to be the rebel years? People are going to start speaking up, talking up. If you don't already know this with children, the millennials, oh my God, they are not people pleasers. I'm a reformed people pleaser. If you're my age, which is over 50, over 45, you could be a people pleaser. Those years are gone forever. And now we're moving into the truth. They will tell you the truth, and kind of self-centered, but we were raised that we are to give to everybody else, which is part of our problem, because when we give to everybody else and it's not in our heart center, we're not living authentically through who we are. And now we're moving into that center where now we're living authentically who we are. So this does mean the family dynamics is definitely going to be changing. I don't see as much marriages. We already know the whole ginger thing is all over the place. That will continue to transform and change and do and be, you know, moving in fast too. I'm not just talking like they're fast. It's going to be really fast. The other breakdowns are going to be pretty much if everything and anything you did society-wise. Food. We're not going to be able to sustain the same food because we're evolving, changing, and our frequency is in our DNA. It's even going into our DNA that we have, you know, food will be changing. So maybe some of that food that you used to want to eat isn't going to agree with you in the future. You know, high energy food. So that means fruits, vegetables, water. Letting go of the toxins. And I will share this with you too, which has been coming up a lot in my energy healings for both pets and for people. Now, let's talk toxins, okay? I'm probably going to get some stuff here and hopefully not get taken down about this. When it comes to any chemical going into your body through vaccines or the jab or anything, right? That is altering your frequency. And we have evolved to such a high frequency that any poisons, it could be toxic from chemicals, it could be toxins from food, it could be any kind of toxins, is going to affect us on such a higher level than it ever has before because our cells are evolved into a higher frequency. They're a higher being. They're not so dense. And is what I've been seeing recently in my healings, horses and dogs and people. I've had 8 of these in the last 2 months. They come out of a surgery and the anesthesia that they were given, they're coming out and they're still really in la la land and they're not able to come out of it. And they are angry. They don't know who they don't know their environment. They don't all know this because, and you may have already seen this too, is you take 1 Tylenol now does the same thing as 2 Tylenols. You have that 2 glasses of wine. Now it feels like you have 1 glass of wine, now it feels like it's 2 glasses of wine. So the chemicals are altering our energy so much more than they ever have before that it's affecting us more. And I've been seeing this tons on my pets too, and the horses and dogs on the vaccines. It's really making them even like where they could like overdose on them or kill them or hurt them, right? And so what we used to need is what we used to need, right? Isn't what we need in the future. That just that little bit is giving us a lot. So is what I'm saying is, take it in little doses, whether it's a child, a pet, or yourself even. Make sure you spread things out and not such big doses because our bodies are sponges and we're going to be absorbing like crazy a whole bunch of stuff right now. And we're going to be evolving and changing so fast. The other thing that's going to happen is intuition, a lot of great awakening. Awakening is when all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, everything I was being told, I've been lied to. And you're going to feel different too. You're going to feel the energy. You're going to sense things. You're going to see things. You're going to feel things. You're going to channel things. You're going to be listening to your intuition more than ever before. And for some of you, this could be very strange. So our third eye and our crown chakra is definitely going to be expanded during these times. And telepathic, we're going to be picking up thoughts like crazy. We're going to be, energy is contagious. So that's going to continue to grow also. So this is an exciting time to be here. I think I'm excited to see what these new systems are. And we'll give you also some, biggest thing is get grounded, because when we go through these new systems, when we go through change, people freak out because it's like, oh my God, this is what makes me feel safe. And now all that safe has been ripped out of my life. So get grounded as much as you can. Go outside, eat rooted vegetables, do and be around where you feel safe. Turn off the news, negative energy. Anywhere where there's negative energy, just deplug from that and plug into things that make you feel safe and make you feel secure. And just know that this stuff is coming up. One more thing I want to talk about too, and this is a big concern of mine, and I've been stressing this for a while now, is CERN. Not going to say it. It's actually impressive. It's impressive on what this combustion is, or this particle combustion is, or whatever they call it. The military made it to find the God particle and to find black matter, and it's been turned on again. And I do feel that it is definitely going to change the frequency of the whole entire planet, could cause major weather disturbance, and I do believe that's what some of these winds are and storms are and waves are going to happen, and earthquakes. I also feel that it's going to change the energy of the frequency of dimensions. They're already saying they're finding different dimensions. This is going to be Star Wars times. You're definitely going to see spaceships, some aliens, all kinds of different things going in or outer dimensions. And I do feel that we will start literally seeing them in the sky. We've already been seeing them in the sky, but all that's going to be intensified. And, you know, hopefully they'll shut it off, because if they don't, that's where I get concerned. When you change the frequency of anything, especially when you're manipulating it from human beings, you are definitely not, it's going to screw with Mother Nature. We never want to screw with Mother Nature, do we? Yeah, so that's something. And also the wars, you know, there could definitely be heightened of the wars and intense riots with that too. So be selective. I would not go near major cities. Or if you're there, just listen to your intuition and be aware of that. East Coast, I do feel will be flooded. I don't know if I went over that yet. I do see big waves in Miami and also New York. I see some big cities really getting hammered, especially this summer. Even spring, summer, there's going to be some major storms and earthquakes in places that aren't normal. I think I went over weather, right? All right. Well, I'm wishing you all a magical next 6 months. Maybe I'll tap back in and give you guys more of what's coming up here. And I hope this helps you. I keep you posted on my podcast. I do have a podcast, Magical You with Vicki Miller, on Spotify. So I try to keep everything on there, and there they can't take me down. So, excuse me, always visit my website, vicki-miller.com. I do tons of different workshops and goddess retreats. Going to Sedona, May 2nd to the 5th with my goddesses there. Super excited to be there with you. Anyways, have a magical day.